NSA historically was a very closed culture. You did not even tell your neighbors, in some cases not even your spouse, what you did or where you worked. It was actually brought into being during the Truman administration in 1952, which most of that presidential directive is still secret to this day. What you need to understand about NSA is there are extraordinary Americans that work there, largely in silence. NSA is a very large agency. The actual number of employees, to include military, is classified, but it's in the tens of thousands. The main role of NSA traditionally is to conduct foreign intelligence, outward-facing electronic surveillance, communications intelligence, electronic intelligence, and it's called SIGINT, signals intelligence. Working at NSA, some call it a digital fortress. It has 3 levels of security. It's got barbed wire. It has dogs. It's got black-suited special security driving around. It's got passive and active monitoring. It takes a lot to get through to even go into the buildings at NSA, to hundreds and thousands of people spread out across a very large campus. However, what's interesting, it's very stark in terms of the halls. You don't see a whole lot other than certain security posters. All of the activity is normally behind closed doors, even at NSA. Their historical strength was skunkworks operations, very small teams focused almost obsessively, compulsively so, on solving problems. It was truly a technical engineering organization for signals intelligence. That began to change in the 1980s, but accelerated after the end of the Cold War. There was tremendous pressure on NSA to hire outsiders to stir up what was euphemistically referred to as the gene pool. So new thoughts, new thinking, necessary to meet the challenges of the 21st century. They went to careerbuilders.com, monster.com, and I applied for one of the positions that they advertised in February that I saw and read about in the Washington Post. 6 months later, I was offered a position. And I did actually have a colleague of mine, a contract colleague, who questioned my sanity in joining NSA as a senior executive. And he actually said, "Tom, I think you're on a suicide mission." I did not realize at the time how sentient those words truly were, particularly with what I ended up finding out while at NSA shortly after 9/11.